Is it working? Can I be heard? If you can hear me, say something. I'm like the only music we're gonna get. I'm drinking water. If anybody's asking, I'm hoping it's working. It says I'm live. It says I'm live, but I don't know if I really am. Ah, there we go. There's a duck. It has a duck. How many times did I go live? Did any of the other attempts that I did go live work? Did I hit to go live? Did any of the other options? Because my Twitch was bugging out for a hot second. Don't know. Seemed it was the only. Okay. Yeah, no, I tried to go live 5 times. I was just like, live, not live, live, not live. Sharky! Taking sips off. Oh my goodness, Sharky. Well, I'm not drinking quite yet. Yes, the plastic ASMR. Because that's what you guys want to hear. It's all the plastic ASMR. Night-night. I moved Simon's thing already.
Oh.
It's over there. I did it for you to make things easier on you. Had to tell my roommate I moved the cat food dish. Do you see it?
Yep.
Okay. And easiest way to clean cabbage, just remove the bad leaves and throw them away. Compost if you can. However, I don't have a compost. And the one time I attempted to, it did not turn out good. Cabbage ASMR. Corpse. I'm gonna need to get a better microphone if we're gonna do ASMR cooking streams. I don't think your Blue Yeti is good enough either. Ah. Jiggly! Your cabbage, yes, I found the cabbage. I have control of the cabbages. They are my cabbages now. But I will do with them as I want. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just cutting out the core because this is not edible. And if you just do like a little V cut like that, it gets pretty much the entire core out. And Kira feels like being extra lazy today. So the only thing she's really going to cut on stream is the cabbage. Because instead of, what she could have done was sit and dice up or shred up a bunch of carrots. We just got these puppies pre-shredded carrots. It's not today. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of... It's the easiest way to put it. I'm in a lot of pain, but I have to keep moving. Otherwise, I'm not gonna move at all tomorrow. I'm sorry. But the reason I'm just kind of dicing and not actually, doing normal stuff with like that you would do with cabbage is because this is just soup and I want to have it all soupy. I'm not actually going to roll these puppies. If I was in a better physical state than I am today, it might work. Jiggly, I'm sorry. There's a cold front coming in. So I've been in a lot of pain the last day and a half. Do, 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 do. I don't know how I feel about you, Leaf. I don't know how you guys get, but when I get into like sick mode, I'm always in the I just need soup to be happy stage of my life. I do need to sacrifice the leaf to the emperor. No, you don't. But no, it's like I'm not quite sick yet, but I know I'm going to be. So we're making soup. And cabbage soup is great for the post-holidays because it's honestly been used so many times as a diet option. And that's what we're doing today. So we have a whole cabbage that we've already broken down, carrots, and I've got some onions sweating in my pot. I'm going to turn onions over on the stove sweating. Turning down my heat just a little bit. And if you'll excuse me, I'm actually going to go and record a video of what the onions look like, as well as a little video of what the cabbage looks like. But here for you guys on stream, that is the cabbage, the way it looks now, and it'll just kind of, you know, come apart like this. For the TikTokies and the YouTubes and the everything else. For the TikToks and the YouTubes, and we are gonna go ham on getting this one, which is why I don't have music today. No music because I don't want to end up with the DMCA strikes from YouTube. So I'm going to salt my onions. Just a couple pinches of kosher salt into there. And now that these puppies are all starting to kind of sweat out and they're pretty much translucent, I'm going to add my entire bag of carrots. And the reason we're adding the carrots is because we don't want the onions to get color. We just want them to sweat. And adding the carrots to the onions is actually going to cause it to stop the cooking process and cool down, so they won't actually take color. And by the way, this puppy's not Le Creuset or however you pronounce it. It's knockoff brand. It's just a knockoff Dutch oven. And we're just going to cook these carrots until they start to soften. And for those of you who don't know what translucent means, you see how the onions look? They're kind of glassy. That's what we're going for. And I'll get a little bougie for you guys today. We'll get the actual real pepper up. Couple cracks of pepper. A little more salt. And we're just going to let those puppies sweat and turn soft for a while. Turn the heat down a little bit, put the lid on, and we're just going to let them sweat it out. Maybe some point you can look at investing in a head mount. That's actually one of the things I'm thinking about, is getting a head mount camera. I'm not sure how exactly we do it for streams, but it's definitely an option for streaming. I need to look at Throne and see. If you do !Throne, you guys can see some of the things that I'm looking to get to help improve streams, make it a little bit more fun, get a little bit better content. One of the things I am thinking of doing, and I can't put it on Throne unfortunately, is getting just a cheap laptop that'll only stream OBS, hooking up my old microphone over here so you guys have better audio, and running with that. Because currently, the way it is, I don't exactly have the best way of bringing my full rig down here to stream. Not to mention, I physically can't like lift that shit and bring it downstairs as much as I wish I could. A tablespoon. I'm gonna put enough garlic in here to kill a vampire. And honestly, I shouldn't have gotten that spoon dirty. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to swirl some water around in here. We're going to clean out the rest of the garlic. Not enough water to, you know, screw up the sauteing. Just enough, though, to get out as much garlic as possible. And the reason I say that is because as you're heating up the carrots and the onions and all the veggies in here, what they're doing is they're releasing their natural, the natural waters they hold inside of them. So there's already going to be water, and that's what you hear sauteing as you saute everything. But because of how much water they let out, I'm able to fold that carrot. Fold it completely in half, and then it'll come back to straight without breaking. And that's just what, a couple of minutes? And I'm just doing that over a medium heat. Nothing too major because I don't want things to, you know, burn or take color. I just want to soften them. You can do it with a GoPro. I'm not sure, Corpse. I'm really not sure. Hey, cats. I might need your help. If you're in stream. Oh, never mind, I got it. I got it open. And now we're going to use 2 forms of protein in this soup. Now these are all just a pound. But I did a pound of Italian style sausage. And a pound of ground beef. And for those of you who know me, I can't touch cold things for very long, so give me a second. I can feel that into my neck. Trying to peel that off. I can't do cold. Holding that piece of ground beef, I could feel it going up my arm into my neck. And it was hella painful. And now we're just going to let that sit and kind of brown off. Because I froze it because I didn't have enough space in my fridge. So I threw my meat and everything in that I could into the freezer to try to save on refrigerator space. Which is a completely, legitimate thing to do. I'm just hoping this is a big enough pot for everything that's going in here. That is currently, your inner Taurus is getting hungry. Your inner Taurus is always hungry, corpse. Be honest with me, your inner Taurus is always hungry. Very true, very true. Yes. I know all about you. A little bit more salt, a few more cracks of pepper. And this is the point, because we have frozen meat, this is the point where I'm going to turn it up. Because currently I have 2 massive stones in there instead of actual meat. I should hope so. I know, corpse. That is the goal, though, is to know as much about you as I physically can. Oh, by the way, for the people who have asked, because I know a couple of you have sent me DMs, the reason for the box above the fridge is this guy. This is the reason we have the box above the fridge. Oh, Simon. Who's that? That's you. Mwah. We store bread. Loaves of bread. And other bread-like items in that box so he doesn't get at it. Just for you guys to know. Lamau, Simon is like, I didn't do anything. 2 seconds later, what is that? Yep. Is that food? What's that? Is it food? Simon. Now, for those of you who didn't grow up in the Midwest region of the U.S., who aren't used to your parents who like to make spaghetti with frozen ground beef, probably not used to the trick that I use. The way I deal with giant hunks of ground beef like that in a pot is I'll flip it over occasionally and just push off all the fully cooked ground beef, move it to the side, and let it go on the other side. And you just kind of keep rotating and doing that until you have the whole damn thing done. Takes a minute. It's a little effort, but it's worth it. Especially if you are a single or two person household, and you want to go do things like Costco shopping sprees or go to Sam's Club, and you buy everything in bulk. Trick that I use is freezer Ziploc bags, portion out what I would need for a single meal that I'm going to cook, and throw it in the freezer. Let's see. I'm going to take you guys over so you can see what's going on. But that is currently the way our soup is looking. We're getting somewhere. We got Corpse doing this shifty eyes, Ken doing shifty eyes. Oh my goodness. So many shifty eyes. So many shifty eyes. What do we got to be shifty about, guys? There's nothing shifty going on here. Figured I'd try to start the shift. Well, I mean, if you want to start it, start it. I'm not stopping you. Woot woot. Shifty eyes train. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting, holding out for everything to keep going. I've got cabbage cut. The rest of the veggies are pretty much in the pot, besides the couple of canned goods that I'm going to throw in there and a shit ton of water. We're not using stock. We're not using broth today. We're using water and bouillon. The souping is going good. We're getting somewhere. Slowly. We're currently boiling meat. Very lean meat. Thank goodness. We've got a pound of ground beef in there and a pound of Italian sausage. Throw in a sprinkling. Oh, that was a lot more than a sprinkle. Little sprinkle of crushed red pepper. I'm just kind of rearranging things for a hot second. Just to make sure I was just rearranging things for a hot second to make sure the raw meat was actually getting surface contact with the heat and not just kind of sitting on top of the cooked veggies that are pushed to the sides of the pot. And now we wait again because everything is a waiting process. So what's everyone's favorite type of soup? For those of you who are here. Favorite types of soup. Corpse went BRB. Loaded potato with bacon. Okay, okay. I am a little bit of a sucker for Outback Steakhouse loaded baked potato soup. Even though I hate potatoes with passion. Like, anyone who knows me knows I do not like to eat potatoes. But I will straight up devour a bowl of that soup. What is Palin's favorite soup? Or does Palin not like soup? Both are completely legitimate options. Not a big super. Okay. Hey, I can get behind it. This is comforting to me because one of my favorite meals as a kid was rolled cabbage. Oh, Charlie's has a killer loaded potato. Ooh. I'm hoping that with a name like O'Charlie's, it's gotta be like Irish or like some sort of an Irish inspiration. And I'm just thinking of like some really good loaded potato leek soup. Well, now I now have soup. Couldn't help the tourist side any longer. I don't know what his favorite is, but when we get soup, we only get the loaded potato with bacon. Okay. Luna, what are you? Please don't play with that. Tiny fur child. This is straight up just killing the vegan in me, but comfort. I have yet to find a good comforting soup that actually has fish in it. I think it started like that. If you want some good Irish noms, Mad Rua has that covered. Chaos Child toe beans. Yes, she is my Chaos Child. She is most definitely 110% my Chaos Child. And that the meat is almost done cooking. We're just trying to get the sausage to separate a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys over to show off what this looks like again. Do you remember what it looked like when we put in just the bricks of meat? This is where we are now. It's all completely broken down. There's a little bit that's not cooked, but this is soup. We got the Maillard reaction. We got the majority of it browned. This is soup. Also, I do lawless cooking. I don't believe in following super rigid structures. This is the only way you can do it. So now we get the liquids. And this is where the fun part comes in. Oh, we heard cans. First, we're doing petite diced tomatoes. Two cans. And yes, I'm using brand name, which is totally off brand for me. 2 cans of tomato soup. Only reason I'm using brand name is because Campbell's has the best tomato soup. Don't at me. No, I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. And we reuse the same spoon because it's all going in the same pot. And now this is where shit gets weird. And you understand why I'm a chaotic child. That's because I'm a chaos mom. Cream of celery soup. So I said shit gets weird. Now, the main question I get asked whenever I tell somebody about this recipe is, why are you using cream of celery soup? Because I'm too fucking cheap to go out and buy an entire stalk of celery to put it in my soup when all I need is like 1 or 2 cans and I'm good. Now, we get the cabbage. And this is going to break down. Add a little bit of cabbage and just mix. And it's gonna look like the weirdest, loopiest mess you've ever done seen. But you trust the process. A little bit more cabbage needs to go in. This is why we broke down the cabbage before. all the cabbage. And now for my favorite part, water. And we just start filling up. And this is where part of me that got born and raised in the good old Midwest, US of A, comes out. You put the water in the can so you get the stuff that's in here out. And I just kind of stir it around. Try to get as much of the goodness off of the sides of the cans as possible, so nothing gets wasted. Why am I going that way? And I don't do necessarily a full can of water. All of the cabbage. Yes, all of the cabbage goes in. Starting to wonder if I need a bigger pot. So normally when I make this, I make it in a bigger pot. But I was trying to cut back the recipe. Why do I keep doing that? I need to go this way. Now, for any of you who were born eating rolled cabbage, I have a question for you. Anybody who grew up eating rolled cabbage, was it a family thing to put sour cream on your cabbage? Did you guys typically put sour cream on it, or did you guys eat it straight? And the reason I asked that is I learned from a young age, it's apparently a very Polish tradition to put sour cream on your rolled cabbage. And that is the reason why we use the cream of celery and not just celery soup. It's because it mimics the sour cream. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab you guys and I'll show you what we look like. That is cabbage soup, or at least the start of it. I'm going to set my stove to high. I set my stove to high. I'm going to let it come to a boil. Gonna wake up the living dead by rolling that chair that doesn't roll, pushing the chair across the counter, and we're gonna wait for the soup to come to a boil. Because, as I said, cooking is a giant waiting game. But yeah. All right. Out of curiosity, though, how many of you guys grew up eating rolled cabbage with sour cream on it? Because that was like the only way we ate it in my house. And it was the shit. My mom got healthy one day and decided to start doing cottage cheese instead of sour cream. And cottage cheese is like the poor man's cop-out to sour cream. But I also have opinions about my mother that I don't think chat needs to hear about, so. And now that I've been actually moving around and cooking, I'm getting hot. So the striptease comes out. But yeah. What did my phone go off with? Anybody want a $4 off coupon for McDonald's? I'll give you the coupon code. Anybody needs a $4 off coupon code for McDonald's. I think it can only be used in the US though. Give this a quick stir. Kind of keeping everything incorporated in there, keeping it moving around a little bit so nothing is sitting on the bottom. Still very, very full. Also still very much regretting not using my big soup pot. But yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping you guys are all having a good Wednesday evening. Having fun, enjoying yourselves. Staying safe. Well, I mean, you wanted to try something new and it seems it's going great so far. It's very full. The problem being I'm not going to have enough space for some of the stuff that we haven't put in yet. Which is like the moment where I'd be like, Carps, I need you to come into the kitchen and help. So if one of you guys could possibly like DM Ketz and tell him I'm going to need his help, I would. Actually, screw it. We're just going to start the DMs ourselves. He's in stream. Well, cats, get your butt up here. I need you. I'm choking, and I need help. Also, Lakefront Brewery, awesome beer. Highly recommend. Yeah, there was a grave miscalculation. Where's my big pot? We need to move that into here. I don't know. I haven't found the big ladle in a very long time. I found my big pot. And yes, I can fit my entire head in it. For those of you who wondered. Okay, that's just hard. That's just a hard water stain. I was trying to figure out what was in there. It's 10 plus to armor. Yeah, plus 10 to armor. Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
You can transfer most of it with that and then dump the pot. There.
You can help?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no. This is the point where I need his help, because if I don't, I'm going to get overwhelmed. And I can't physically lift it. Not with the way my back is, I can't lift either. I can lift the big pot, but the Dutch oven is way too heavy for me to be able to lift. Unfortunately. Not without hurting myself, at least. Thank you. I feel like I'm sitting here with egg on my face because I picked the wrong pot. And now I need his help. See, this it would have just been smart to start with this one.
Yeah.
But I was really going for try to keep it under in that size. Range.
Oh.
Here, I'll take the.
great.
Man, it started burning. Damn
Good.
it. I think I'm good. I think you can move that up and into here. Awesome. I'll scrape the last little bits that are stuck in there. I'll keep the burning stuff out though. Thank you. And away you go. Bye-bye.
Might need more liquid in there.
Oh, I'm definitely going to need more liquid. That was like the whole issue in the beginning. Now we're just trying to get as much liquid into here as possible so it doesn't start to burn. Mostly because the difference between the Dutch oven and this one is this has a much thinner base to it than the Dutch oven does. So stuff can burn easier. I think one more can should do it. There we go. Maybe that looks good. Now it's looking like soup. Now we're looking good. I'm gonna throw a little bit, actually a lot of salt. Because we did just dilute a lot of that flavor with all of the water we put in there. And for those of you who grew up in Eastern European households, you'll know exactly what this is. This is marjoram, whatever you want to call it. Not to be confused with margarine, which is like substitute butter that you can get at the dollar store. This is like Polish, Eastern European oregano. Or basil, more so. But I put about 2 tablespoons of both marjoram and oregano into there. And now we're just gonna let it sit around and do its thing for a hot minute. Plus 10. I love the plus 10 to armor. I love it. And yeah, we're gonna let it come back up to a boil, stirring occasionally. With my giant pot. One day, Corpse, I'll get you to try marjoram. And I need to refill my water filter because I pretty much used all the water in there. So unfortunately, no more hydrates because I drank all of my water and my water filter is empty. I can't drink water. It's the last of my water. My drinkable water, at least. That means I can brat. Oh, that means I could brat. Yes. Please, Corpse, can I please brat? Screw it, we're turning into a bartending. I'm a brat. I'm a brat. I'm a brat. Yeah, looks like about enough. Soko. We stir the pot. One singular sugar cube. I know I just showed my butt to chat for a hot second. I'm pretty sure there's a decent number of you guys who enjoy it. I'm bratting hard, okay? Corpse, deal with it. And what I poured in here is a mixture of orange bitters, Angostura bitters, grenadine, and orange juice. Grenadine, by the way, is basically glorified pomegranate syrup. So it in the cup is Southern Comfort, sugar syrup, ice, and carbonated sugar. Welcome to a Wisconsin Old Fashioned without the brandy substitute, Southern Comfort. You know what? Fine, Brad. It's sugar and alcohol. Mostly alcohol. Hey, if I'm going down, I'm going down in a blaze of glory. Yeah, in a blaze of glory. Nazdrovia, cheers. Salut. Chin chin. That is a holiday drink, if I do say so myself. Couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, Worcester, I have no fucking clue. A little bit of that. And I know I'm a fine brat. Some of the most addicting white powder in the world, MSG, monosodium glutamate, also known as my version of cocaine. The cocaine of food, if you ask me. I feel like I'm missing something. I know what I'm missing. This is where shit gets weird. Weirder than putting cream of celery soup. Couple tablespoons of sugar. This is making a fuckload. You don't have to worry about the sugar. Still fairly diet friendly. Oh no! My apple cider vinegar, it's empty. Cats, rejoice! We got rid of one of our 2 bottles of apple cider vinegar that we have no idea where it came from. We just randomly acquired them. And it's just a splash of apple cider vinegar that goes in here. Oh, that tastes just like babcha I used to make. All right. Because I know you guys really, 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 really want to see what this looks like. Eat soup. We've got the ground beef, the sausage, cabbage, your tomatoes, and it legitimately reminds me of the rolled cabbage my babcha used to make. Now, here's where we come down to a sticky situation. I have no clue what type of rice babcha used to make or use in her rolled cabbage. My babcha, love her dearly. I'm convinced she used minute rice, which I have a problem with. Because I only have short grain sticky rice in this house. I don't have like minute rice or, sorry, I'm stuck at my dad's, but I love you. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay, Alex. Do what you take care of yourself. As I said last night, take care of your heckin' self. I don't care what you need to do. I want you healthy and happy. Corpse is going to kill me either way. He's currently mad at me because I decided to brat since we have no filtered water because I used it all in the soup. But, as I was saying, I don't have like the normal white people rice. But I have orzo. And you know what? This is lawless cooking. This is, I fly by the seat of my pants. I do what I need to do to make food and put it in my stomach and keep myself healthy. I mean, there's a shitload of vegetables in there. Enough veggies that it took like 2 bags to keep it from falling out of one plastic bag. And a paper bag. Little orzo's not going to hurt me. And that's a good half of a box of orzo. Half a box went into the soup. And to give it a little extra flavor, you can use whatever you want. This is what I have at home, so this is what I'm using. It's just chicken bouillon cubes. Mine may or may not be from the 90s. It's okay, they don't go bad, they're dehydrated. These things will last the atomic nuclear war, Fallout 76, all that shit. Growing up, I used to have, my mom would, hi, it's quiet. Growing up, one of our struggle meals, because we weren't exactly like the richest family in the world. We were actually, you know, for a while, we were penny pinchers. But the struggle meal in the wintertime when you were sick was chicken bouillon in some hot water, boiled in a tea kettle. Actually, it was a teapot, not a kettle. And by teapot, I mean it was a pot of water that we put on the stove to boil. And some egg noodles. And that was dinner, if you were sick. It was chicken soup. That's what I thought chicken soup was, until I learned that chicken soup actually had chicken in it. But going up to babcha's, we'd have kapusta, stuffed cabbage. And that is basically what that tastes like. I have almost recreated the entire flavor of her kapusta. Kapusta. Hello. You coming to say hi to Alex? Come over here and say hi to Alex.
I was going back.
Come over here to say hi to Alex. And Squiet. Say hi. Kat, say hi.
Hi.
There you go. Good boy. Now go do what you need to do.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this is part of this whole series that I'm doing, part of all of this that I'm doing on Twitch is me finding a way to recreate childhood memories and make them better. Oh, that's for her. I'm like, wait, did Alex DM me or did you DM Alex? Wasn't sure which one. It was probably you DM'd Alex. Yeah, I really do hope you're feeling somewhat better, Alex. I really do. I'm worried about you. I'm really worried about you, girly. I'm struggling to even be on the phone at the moment. So much talk. Go be with your family then. It's okay. I understand. Leave a lurk. Don't lurk. Whatever. Do what you need to do. I understand. I'm going to upload this to YouTube anyways. I'm probably going to edit in some glamour shots that I did with my phone. Drop YT in the chat for me. I will drop my YouTube. Actually, ! Discord. You'll get alerts in the Discord when new videos are uploaded to YouTube. Assuming you don't have the Discord muted. But yeah, no, join the server. Discord to join the server. You'll get alerts for when I go live, when I put something new on YouTube, all of that. That is because I had to delete it because YouTube took it down. Because we had Christmas music going, so that's why we have no music today. Yeah, I got copyright strikes. And even though I'm not monetized yet, I'd like to be one day. So, unfortunately, we got to play it the way YouTube wants us to play it. And that's, if it has a copyright strike, it's not allowed to be on. Unfortunately. Beans, hi. I just see a little lever tail going around the room. Oh gosh, that is not cooked yet. That is still very rock hard. I was just testing the orzo that's in there to see if it's cooked. It is rock hard. Now, the thing about orzo, for those of you who haven't worked with it, you gotta remember to stir that pot frequently. Main reason being, if you're not stirring that pot, the orzo is just gonna sit and burn at the bottom. And we don't want burnt pasta at the bottom of our soup. I don't know about you, but I like flavor, not charcoal. Personal opinion. So as much as, yeah, I'd love to sit and chat, I do have to get up every now and then to go stir the pot. Trying to see if I can get the little lemur tail to come back over here so y'all can see the lemur tail. If you haven't noticed, she's my everything. Tall beans. But yeah, no. It's coming along. It's tasting great. The reason I put the sugar and the vinegar in there is because one of the main binders in the rolled cabbage that I grew up with, at least, was ketchup along with the tomato soup. So putting the sugar and the vinegar in there kind of mimics the flavor of the ketchup without putting in a massive amount of ketchup. And I just watched her nosedive off of something she wasn't supposed to be standing on. Give me a second as I make sure she didn't hurt herself. You good? Okay. We're good. We're just being sus. She's playing the don't be suspicious game. She's got that don't be suspicious song going as our theme song right now. Which, it's Tobin's, it's Luna. What do we expect? She likes to be suspicious and a troublemaker at all times. Squishy's back! Welcome back, Squishy. Soup is coming along. I'd say we're about halfway there. 3/4 of the way. It's almost, we're working on it. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting Lunas. You fall for the dumbest. You fall for everything. See? This is my little lemur tail, and all you see is this doing suspicious things. And if you ask me, it looks kind of like a lemur tail, and she's not happy being on camera. We tried. We definitely tried. It was a fail today. But at least there was an attempt. And that is bare minimum. Hydrate, I can't hydrate right now. I'm waiting for water to get filtered. Actually, I think I can hydrate. Gotta stir this again. Oh, it actually is coming out. It actually came out of the, yay. Luna is off on an adventure again, yes. See, hydrate. It's actual water. It's not Sprite. It's not alcohol, it's water. And I would say that was a decent hydrate. It is, corpse, it is. Considering I don't like warm water. I'm so particular. I don't like water with flavor. And if it's flavor, it has to be like, lemonade. And then that's basically like still not the healthiest of options that I could do. Honestly, I think I could use more water in my soup. And the only reason I'm adding more water is because the orzo starts to absorb the water. As it's cooking. So the orzo starts to absorb the water. And you need to put a little bit more in to make it, even out. Do I need to beat your ass? You good, Simon? Alright, flop cat. I won't let her hurt you. I won't let her beat you up. Somebody was getting beaten up by his girlfriend. The trouble, the other brat. Yeah, he's not happy. I heard him squeal in pain. You want to tell chat what she did to you? You can talk. You're allowed to talk to chat. I won't let her hurt you. She did what to you? Oh, my baby. My sexy man. This is my sexy man. Say hi to chat. Say hi to chat, sexy boy. Show us on the Simon on screen where she hurt you. No, he is a victim in this. You are not allowed to come over here and harass him. He is your victim. Go get her. Go. Show her you won't stand up to her bullying. They're just sitting at opposite ends of the kitchen now, staring at each other. Oh my goodness gracious. Have cats, they said. They're fun. They're wonderful. It's rewarding. It's chaos and screaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then random flops into the draw me like one of your French girls poses. By the male, not the female. The female loafs. Go get her. She backed you. You can back her back. Simon, you're allowed to stand up for yourselves with those tippy-tappy paws. He's just gonna tippy-tappy away, and she just like baps him and fucks off. And when I say bap, I mean she like struts her stuff. Like, look at me, I'm so cute, I'm adorable, I'm a baby. I'm like 1.5 years old, I'm almost 2 years old. I'm probably 2 years, oh my God, she's 2. I'm 2 years old now. Strut, 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 whack! And then runs the other way. And he's just like, I have a bag. This is my bag. There are many other in this house, but this one is mine. And I can roll around on it. Not in it, on it. Why won't I roll around in it? I don't know, because I'm a freaking orange fat cat. And I'd rather be on it. I don't understand my cats at all. I really don't. It's like I'm not allowed to move. They don't want me moving. I mean, Simon's energy, I would so do. Feel Simon's energy, I would so do the same. Dude, Simon is lazy. Oh. All right. soup is done. It is done, chat. We have rolled cabbage soup. And it is nice and warm and comforting. Perfect for cold, rainy days, cold, snowy days. And ironically enough, if you do it the same way I do, you get the super low fat ground beef and the super low fat Italian sausage, you can get, this is probably going to be about 20 servings, 10 to 20 servings, closer to 20 of cabbage roll soup that has been bulked out with tomatoes and carrots to give it a little extra oomph, along with some orzo. And yeah, here you guys go. I'll get you a little bit of everything. There you go. First bite. Ha! First bite. Whew. And if you want to get super bougie, you can put a little bit of sour cream on top, or like a drizzle of heavy cream. But I don't think it honestly needs it. It is comforting and warm. And it reminds me of my grandma's kapusta. And it is a dead ringer for the same flavor. Honestly, I shit you not. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same flavor that she would have in her kapusta. And I am like ready to cry because it's the healthier version, because she did not make hers healthy at all. And just adding that little bit of cream of celery soup does give you that extra oomph of creaminess that you would get with the sour cream. But I'm going to go and I think it's going to be a short one tonight, chat. I think we're just going to do a short one. Is there anybody live right now? Stream manager. Corpse, I'm going to send you a username. If I can get out of... We're going to raid to her. I just sent you on Discord the username. I think I spelt it right. I've got some people that we need to. I've been owing some raids too. So if you guys wouldn't mind joining me. She's doing an art stream if you want to double check. Make sure we're rating the right person. Yee. And can you put exclamation mark raid and exclamation mark sub raid in the chat? So we can actually do our raid commands. If you guys wouldn't mind joining me, I would appreciate it. First one is our normal raid chat. Second one, if you guys are subbed, I would appreciate it. I'm sorry it's not a super long stream like Christmas Day. I am going to do a super long one on New Year's Eve prior to the festivities of Ken's birthday. We're making salmon Wellington, and it's going to be a salmon Wellington that Gordon Ramsay himself, the Mr. Gordon Ramsay, would actually, like. I think he would actually appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind joining me in the raid, I would appreciate it. Just trying to make sure everything looks right on my phone. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait. We're rating Anonymous. No, you don't need to. What's going on? Why are people now following, and why am I getting follows and gifted subs as we're trying to rate out? I'm hoping we're rating. Please tell me we're rating. I have no idea how much time is left on the raid timer, or if there's even going. What is going on? Did we raid?